I'm in Exeter Township, along the railroad tracks, and right here behind me, where the substation is very near, if not exactly where the old Exeter Train Station was. This area is now called Lorane. I can't see, the only right behind me there is a block that might be left over from the old train station. There was a hotel along here too. I don't see any remnants of that. But in 1899, 2 train loads of Civil War veterans were coming right down this way, about 5 minutes apart, coming out of Harrisburg. They had been to Harrisburg to gather again to celebrate their commander, General Hartranft. There was a statue being dedicated that day, or that week, and he had later become governor of Pennsylvania. Well, anyway, the first train had to stop right here because down the road in Birdsboro there was a coal train backed up because of some mechanical difficulties. Well, coming in at 60 miles per hour or so was the second train, and you can see down there where the bend is, he wouldn't have seen the stopped train here until he came around that bend. And although all the witnesses said that he did apply the brakes and tried to stop, he plowed right here into the stopped train, and many died, and a whole lot more were seriously injured in what's known as the Exeter Train Wreck of 1899. Terrible thing. These guys had just gotten together again after over 30 years since the Civil War, and were in pretty good spirits, and I think it was a big surprise to everyone that this terrible event occurred. I'm right at the bend. This is a long straight that the incoming train was traveling on, and let me turn around. You can see this is just about where we would have seen the train stop in front of them. As you can see just off in the distance there, I'm right at the spot where that substation is visible, and somewhere there would have been the back of the train, and he plowed right into it, went straight through the back 3 cars apparently, and did all that damage. So that's where I am. I'm right here at the bend. Story said that the brakemen were running down this way trying to signal, but the trains were just too close together apparently, and I think that's why the railroad company was inevitably found to be at fault. So this area is now called Lorane, and in about 1900 the train station that used to be right behind me was renamed because they were so chagrined by the terrible accident that they didn't want the place name to exist anymore. So no more Exeter Train Station, although it's still on the old maps, but this is now called Lorane. And the Exeter Train Wreck, 1899.